pack your camping gear, because after watching this video, you're gonna wanna hit the road. Welcome to MojoTravels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best national parks in the US. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to MojoTravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at America's 60 national parks and picking our favorites. Number 10, Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado. For the first park on our list, we're gonna head to beautiful Colorado. Just a short drive from Denver, Rocky Mountain National Park is possibly the best place to go if you want to really explore the Rockies in the US. The terrain in this park is vast and varied, taking up approximately 400 square miles. There are alpine lakes, flat tundras, and of course, the glorious peaks of the titular Rocky Mountains. The wildlife in this park is one of the main attractions as well. As of 2015, this was the third most visited national park in the country, and we totally get why. Number 9, Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. You know the song Home on the Range? Starts with the line, "Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play." Well, it may very well have been written about this national park. You'll feel like you've traveled back to the Old West when you come here. Located in Wyoming, the least populous state in the Union, this park centers around the mountain from which it takes its name. The most recognizable vista is Jackson Hole, a glorious valley that's postcard perfect at just about any time of year. Number 8, Bryce Canyon National Park in Utah. Speaking of the Old West, we head next to Bryce Canyon National Park, located in Utah. One of the smallest in the federal system, this protected area only takes up about 60 square miles. But you know what they say, sometimes the best things come in small packages. Calling it a canyon is a bit of a misnomer because it isn't one. It's actually a series of huge natural amphitheaters whose red rocks make for an unforgettable view. It's located in the same region as some of the country's most popular parks, but receives far fewer annual visitors, making this an untapped resource that you don't want to miss. Number 7, Sequoia National Park in California. California, unsurprisingly, is home to some incredible national parks, and the first one we'll talk about is Sequoia in the Sierra Nevada mountain region. The most popular attraction within the park is, of course, the General Sherman tree, which holds the honor of being the largest tree in the world. The forest around it is also home to several of the other largest trees on Earth. Unlike some of the other parks on our list that would take days to properly explore, this one's a great pick for a day trip if you're traveling in the area. Number 6, Glacier National Park in Montana. At over 1 million acres, or 1.5 million square miles, this national park is so big it reaches into a whole other country. That's right, Glacier National Park is in both Canada and the US, with its American position located in Montana. The area has been called the crown of the continent ecosystem and offers views that you'd expect to see in the Swiss Alps more than in the States. As the name suggests, the region was formed by glaciers, and there are still 25 of them that exist in the park. Number 5, Zion National Park in Utah. Utah is home to 5 incredible national parks, but we have to call Zion the crown jewel of what this state has to offer. The beauty here is otherworldly, and you might just think you've stepped onto another planet when you arrive. And even though it receives millions of visitors every year, many consider this park to be one of America's best-kept secrets. The red rocks, juxtaposed with the clear water of the Virgin River, make for one of the most stunning views in the country. Number 4, Joshua Tree National Park in California. Located near the famed Coachella Valley, as well as the town of Palm Springs in Southern California, Joshua Tree is perfectly located for exploring. In fact, it's only a short drive from Los Angeles, making it one of the more accessible parks on our list. The park takes its name from the unique-looking trees that are scattered throughout the region. The giant rocks and desert landscape make for a surreal experience, one that's drawing more and more visitors every year. It may have only officially become a national park in 1994, but it is exceptional. Number 3, Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona. Of all the American landmarks on our list today, perhaps none is more familiar worldwide than the Grand Canyon. It's a hugely popular tourist destination, and for good reason. The canyon itself is spectacular and is often considered one of the greatest natural wonders of the world. While many people make this a day trip from nearby Las Vegas, the only way to truly appreciate everything the park has to offer is to go for a longer visit and actually take the time to hike into the canyon for a multi-day trip. Number 2. Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. This park is so huge it actually spans 3 states: Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. Yellowstone was the first area that was designated as a national park in the US, and many argue it's actually the oldest national park in the world, being created in 1872. The major attraction that most visitors come to see is, of course, the geyser Old Faithful, followed by the unreal-looking Grand Prismatic Spring. But aside from these must-sees, the park actually has a lot more to offer, including hiking trails, waterfalls, and a wide variety of wildlife. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. Yosemite National Park in California. It's not easy to pick one park to sit atop this list, but Yosemite's raw natural beauty makes it hard to imagine anything else at number 1. Located in, yes, Central California, just a few hours from San Francisco, the Yosemite Valley and surrounding areas comprise the most stunning landscape in the country. Sites like El Capitan, Half Dome, and Yosemite Falls have become iconic, and the park is popular with hikers, climbers, and adventurers for good reason. If there's one national park you should visit in your lifetime, we're gonna just say it, this is the one. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MojoTravels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.